patents. In addition to his academic and research achievements, he has actively organized and coordinated conference, seminars, and workshops. A total of 4 major academic events. Also, his 3 refresher or short-term courses and 3 PhD coursework. He has delivered over 45 events, lectures at various academic forums and around the 25 district sessions. Dr. Suryawanshi has also participated in several prestige training program, including the NRDMS, DST summer schools on coastal and ocean assessment, IIT Madras, the capacity building program from social science at Sardar Patel Institute, Ahmedabad. Academically, he completed his PhD in agricultural geography from Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Marathwada University, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar. Also with MA and BA degrees in geography.
Okay, sir. Thank you. We will be go to the lecture.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dr. Suryawanshi. Very lengthy abstract they have the written. So we will start now. Today we will be discuss on the promoting LMS in the social science with the research. Basically, the LMS is the core theme of your course. So because of we will be discuss on and focus and the touch with this so many angles. Very first, what is the LMS? What is the education system and what is the society and social activities and social sciences? Basically, I am belonging from the Department of Geography as a student of geography, and my faculty is the social science or humanities. So every slide and every my thinking touch to the social sciences research and the LMS of the social science. Very basic concept. What is the LMS? Actually, it is the question of every participant, but so many professors or researcher already they have mentioned of this definition, but also the LMS is the basic concept nowadays is the basic concept of the new era of the education. The LMS primary means the learning management system. Learning is the so many angles, but basically a software platform for the creating or delivering the lecture or tracking any the research tracking, student development, student growth tracking, also the managing the online courses or the update the so many courses from local to global. Also, this implementation useful for the employee, also assessment or program monitoring, educational institute, also business mindset, also this concept we will be used. Now era is the digital hub. There are the learning is the supporting or virtual, but the key functions of the LMS, which is the key functions, that also we will be discuss on this era. But firstly, we will be discuss what is LMS and what is the definition of LMS. I know so many lectures depend on I think LMS, but we will be start the definition of the LMS. A software application for the administration, documentation, tracking, reporting, automation, and the delivery of the education courses, training program, or learning and development program. The learning management system concept emerged directly from e-learning. Nowadays, in our research, the software application is the every subject they have included. Another is the our educational structure. There the administrative work for this administrative work also this is useful. Very important is the documentation, tracking of the documentation. Very important. After then, the for every research useful. The reports also we will be saved in this method. Automation, delivery of the education courses. Nowadays we see the day by day every subject they have initial the new courses, the base of the job, the base of the skills. So because of the LMS is the very basic platform for every educational course. The key feature of LMS, then LMS deliver and manage all types of courses and its content, the video, courses manage type of courses contain the video, audio, documents and education, especially the higher education. And LMS included the variety of the functions and have the features such as the teachers, instructors, facilitate learners, discussions. So many concept is connect with LMS. Another is the tracking program, communication, security and privacy, society connectivity, course management, assessment, everywhere the LMS is the connected. Another is the major component of the LMS. The very first is the tracking and learning. For example, the student performance based tracking and learning. Which type of the tracking? There are the three groups. Slow learner, medium learner and advanced learner is there. So this type of student, the tracking of learning is useful the LMS. Also the testing, self-test, quiz test, exam test and the field test also are visit of the industry, geographical locations or societal elements also they have been managed. After that registration, offline course and materials, for example, the PDF, HTML plus CSS. So many courses nowadays available on the website. They have provided the course material and this material they have been get the examination and after that we will be successfully complete this work. Online courses materials, audio, video, and animations also. The deliveries, websites, mobile phones. Last is the communication. The LMSs are focused on the online learning delivery, but support the range of uses acting as a platform of the online content, including the courses both the based on the field, based on the classrooms. This picture shows the connectivity of LMS and every stakeholders. For example, teacher, student groups, student activities, parent-child interactions, various devices, personal learning and online materials. Also very important nowadays is the e-books, e-journals and e-material of useful for research and the course study. The LMS is the nowadays the core role in these activities. Some functions of LMS, the structure, security, registration, administration, interaction, delivery, integration, record keeping, and tracking facilitate the reuse. There are three types: open source, cloud based, and the priority. Very first is the open source is available for everyone. Actually, I will base this source, especially in the every subject nowadays available so many courses. The open source software is the type of computer software in which the source code is the release under the license, in which the copyright holders grants user right to the use, study, change, distribute of the software to anyone and any purpose. Open source software may be the developed in the collaborative public manners. Cloud base also, that is the concept. The cloud based computing called the software as a service or the allow the users access to software application that run on the shared computing the resources that store data on the remote areas which can be accessed through the internet also. Proprietary software, also known as the closed source softwares, is known as the free computers, for which the software published in another persons. Next, we will discuss and touch to the social science and LMS. Also, we will be touch the research of the social sciences. I have last 2 year fully engaged in research, and there are the so many roles, key roles of LMS, and this role is the not forgettable for the every success researcher. So because of the understanding of human behavior and the society, there are the social sciences help analysis how do people think, believe, and interaction in the different environment. It explores the impact of the culture, tradition, or social norms on the decision making, relationship, and the societal structure. Human behavior and the society, that is the two components, but that understanding and this decision making, cultural activities, and traditional activities, two component is very important in this era. Next is analyze the social issue and the challenges. Which is the social issues? The help of the identifying the processing social problems. Firstly, poverty, inequality, discriminations, unemployability, and the educational gap. Nowadays, we see, I know this ratio is nowadays is very good, but some areas, some states, some villages, till today, this issue is the going on. Another is the influencing policy, making and governance. The government and organization rely on the social sciences research to shape policy and the laws. Nowadays, union. After that, the research-driven policies is area like the education, healthcare, economic development, and also human right ensure that the decision are the based on the fact and the real world data rather than the assumption of the political era, political base, political ground, because the all development of economic development, health, and the human rights all connect of the admin and the politician decision also. The drive social and economic development, the social sciences research contribute the progress in the multiple sectors, including the education, health, and business also. And nowadays, the society and environment, environmental issue and the societal issue. For example, flood, earthquake is there, and very nowadays in Maharashtra, in India, the cyclonic condition is the major environmental hazardous. They have totally impact on the social development. Another is the increasing evidence based on the decisions. Instead of the railing of the opinion or the personal benefits, social science researchers promote the decision making based on the empirical evidence, statistical and through analysis. The change and the political have a strong foundation and are the likely to create positive impact. It is a encourage evidence based on the decision, because for every research, for every system, for every technique, we know the evidence is very important. And after that, the statistical analysis and statistical methods and statistical uh, knowledge, they have important for analyze to every data and every problem. In social science research, address social, economic, and political issues. Social science research play a crucial role of the understanding and the resolving critical societal issue challenges. For example, the healthcare disparities and the studying the issue of the researcher can be, for example, the unemployability areas, unemployability zone for every region and every district or state. Another is the support of government and policymakers. They are very useful for social science research to improve the governance structure, develop the effective public services, e-governance, and create policies that enhance the citizens' quality of life. Every researcher, the major objective is to help in areas such as the educational reforms, healthcare accessibility, and the law enforcement strategies. Actually, it is the major roles the researcher or especially a social researcher in the study. Another is the enhance cross-cultural understanding. And increasingly interconnecting world nowadays we face. Now we see the every funding agency of national and international level, they have say we go multidisciplinary, transdisciplinary or cross-culture understanding subject-based research. So because of the interconnect world, social science research foster awareness and the appreciations of the different cultures, traditions, social norms. It helps to bridge gap between the diverse community, promoting global and cooperations, tolerance, and the mutual respect. Also connect the cross-culture understanding. The strengthens economic growth and workforce development. Economic research within the social science research, there the economic, uh, the subject of economics also studied every subject they have connect to the economic activity of human. But economic research within the social science helps to understand the labor market, employment trends, and the financial behaviors. This knowledge allow the government and business to develop to policies that they improve the job creation, job opportunity, work environment, and overall the economic stability. It is the basic aim of the societal activities or social scientists. Last point is there, the contribute of to human right and the social justice. Social sciences, overall all subject is there. Research highlights issue is the inequality, discriminations, marginalizations. By studying the human rights violation and the social injustice, the researcher advocate for the fairer laws and the social movement that they promote the equality and inclusive for the all members of the society. And so because of this, the contribute of human rights and the society, societal justice, they have connected. See, the increased use of digital and AI driven analysis. Nowadays, and now we know LMC, learning management system, or the e-governance and e-learning, everywhere the AI driven analysis nowadays easily accessible and easily useful tool we have. What is the AI? Artificial intelligence. It is a new era of this. The advantage or the artificial intelligence, the advantagement in the artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data analysis, are the transforming how social sciences research is the conducted. Researcher now use AI-driven tools, analyze the large database, detect the social trends, and also predict the human behavior with the greater accuracy. So because of in social sciences, AI and machine learning, these tools very effectively used for the development and the accuracy of data analysis. Another is the growth in the interdisciplinary research. Nowadays, actually, it is the need of the time, need of the generation. No barrier is there for the research. No barrier is there the solution of any problem. So social sciences increasingly merging with other disciplines. For example, technology, environment science, public health, economics, and the interdisciplinary approaches allow the researcher to address complex issues like the climate change, public health crisis, and the economic inequality by the combining insight from the multiple field for more effective solutions. So, interdisciplinary approach and multidisciplinary approach, they solve the every problem via technology, environment, or the social and the law base also. More emphasis on community participations. The modern social sciences research is totally shifted toward the participatory approaches, where community actively contribute to the research process by the involving local population, policymakers, the rural, urban, and metropolitan city stakeholders, researcher, and their the studies are more inclusive, culturally, socially, economically relevant and the beneficial to those directly affected by the social issues. So more emphasis and community participation is more important is there. A rise of social media as a research tool with billion of people engage on the platform like the Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram and social media has become a valuable resources for the studying of the public opinion. We know the every Indians in India approximately 92 crore mobiles having the Indians. So because of everyone has connect to the uh, social media, and this social media engage every Indians is a various issues and various angles. So the focusing policy and the studying of the people opinion very useful for the social movement. This social media is the very important for the social movement because of some example is there for our neighbor, the Nepal is social movement started only from for the social media and the digital behavior. The research and analyze the social media trend also the useful for us. The focus on policy oriented and the applied research. There is a growing demand of the researcher that directly influence of public policy and the governance. See, and the government and non-government agencies or organization and international organization increasingly rely on social sciences studies to design policy related to education, related to health, related to labor laws, and the human right also. They have policy oriented and policy applied research. So many national and
क्या बोल
international
रहे थे?
organizations engage in this area. Any problem? Another is the focus on policy oriented and the applied research. Basically, in social sciences, research is very few areas they have work, but there is a, very useful and there is the growing demand the researcher of the influence of public policies. As a researcher, when we start the research in the social sciences, there is a major problem is the limited funding and resources. Because nowadays you want the research engagement, increase the research engagement. For this, you know there are the so many need of the so many technologies, so many softwares, manpowers, and the ICT technology we need for the development of the research. But the limited funding and resources, the social science research faced the financial problems due to the lower funding compared to field of like medicine or technology. Many research projects struggle with the limited grants, making it the different to conduct large scale studies. Higher skills researcher and the access advances, research tools. This lack of researchers can slow down the progress and reduce the impact of funding. But the limited funding is the last era. But nowadays, the social science researcher, two to three the major platforms for the getting the project is very useful. First is the Indian Council of Social Science Research. They have every day announced the every type of the, or occasionally they have give the budget for the funding. For example, the special call is there, major minor project is there, a special center also is there. Another is the government of India and under the DST AINRF scheme, Anusandhan National Research Foundation scheme. Also, they have funded to social science researcher for the project in crores the funding for the major issue or major proposal. But another is, or another funding is very less or limited funding, especially or compared to the medicine and technology to the social sciences.
Sir, will you please again mention that funding? Second
Sir,
one,
three
second one.
type funding is there, sir. हिंदी में बताऊं?
हाँ, कोई
हिंदी
प्रॉब्लम नहीं सर। दूसरी फंडिंग जो बताई ना आपने आईसीसी सर के अलावा, वो बताइए।
सर आईसीएसए सर आप डेली चेक करते रहिए। डेली वहां पे आपको क्या मिलेगा, हर एक प्रोजेक्ट और स्कीम वहां पे मिलती है। दूसरा ANRF, अनुसंधान नेशनल रिसर्च स्कीम और फाउंडेशन बोला जाता है उसको।
ओके सर।
ये भी आपको क्या करेगा, एक अच्छी सी फंडिंग देगा, जिससे हमने 2.30 CR का 2 करोड़ 30 लाख का प्रोजेक्ट मैंने वहां से लिया हुआ है। 75 लाख का मैंने ICSSR से लिया है। पहले क्या था कि लिमिटेड फंडिंग थी, रिसोर्सेस नहीं थे, बट नाउ डेज गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया स्पेशली फॉर द सोशल साइंस रिसर्चर सो मेनी विंडोज दे हैव ओपन, बट देर आर सम रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशन। आपका वर्क जो है वो ट्रांसडिसिप्लिनरी मल्टीडिसिप्लिनरी होना चाहिए। आप सिंगल ये फंडिंग नहीं ले सकते। इसके लिए आपको एक ग्रुप आपका तैयार करना पड़ेगा, 2 या 3 प्रोफेसर आपको उसमें लेना पड़ेगा, जिससे आप आपका प्रॉब्लम वहां पे दे सकते हैं। सबसे ज्यादा प्रॉब्लम्स, सबसे ज्यादा रिसर्च की कमी हमें सोशल साइंस में दिखाई देती है, क्योंकि हर कोई प्रॉब्लम डायरेक्ट इनडायरेक्टली कनेक्ट सोसाइटी और सोसाइटी डेवलपमेंट या इकोनॉमिकल डेवलपमेंट और इकोलॉजिकल डेवलपमेंट से ही कनेक्ट हुआ अपना को दिखाई देता है। ओके सर, आपका सब्जेक्ट सर?
Is chemistry, but I am looking for the research at my college. I am
ओके,
working as a R&D director at my college.
विच सर, वेयर फ्रॉम यू?
I am from Rajarshi Mahavidyalaya, Latur.
अरे वाह वाह, लातूर कॉलेज।
Yes,
ओके,
sir.
गवाने सर इज देयर।
Yeah, Gavani sir is there, sir.
Okay, okay. For science also so many funding agencies. I think in the Dayanand College there are the Professor Moti is there. They have
Yes,
so
sir.
many fundings also are applying. For science, so many windows is there also. Okay, we will go to the ethical concern in the human subject of research. The since social science research often the involve the studying human behavior, privacy, consent, and the ethical consideration are the major challenges in this area. The researcher must ensure the participation's right are the protected, data is collected, the responsibility, and the studies do not exploited vulnerability population. These issues the directly connected to ethical concern of the human subject research. Another is the difficult of the obtaining the reliable data. In social science research or secondary data, when we collect the various government funding agencies, various government sources, then the gather the accurate and the unbiased data in the social sciences is challenging due to the factor like the self-reporting biases, misinformation, and the limitation is the For example, the samples and the size, those are two component is the confuse and the so many time the fuzzy interpretation is there. Social view and the attitude can change over time, making it is the hard to the collect the data and the reliability of the data also. Next, the impact of political and cultural biases. In especially the social science research is the influenced by the political, ideological, cultural, and the perspective and the societal norms, which can be affect an objective governance, structure of study, organization of study. Institutional maybe the try influence the research outcomes align with their agendas. Next, the challenges in implementing the research fundings. Even when the research products or research produce the valuable insights, applying them to real world policies and the social programs can be difficult. The policymakers may the change due to the political pressure or the budget or the lack of awareness of this scheme or the funding. So because of the challenges implementation research fundings is the directly correlate the research produce or the output of the research. The challenges and implementation research findings. Another is the important, the challenges in implementing research findings. Even when the research produce the valuable insights, applying them to the real world policies and the social program can be the difficult. Policymakers may resistant change due to the political and the budget and another the some lack of awareness. Also these challenges they have faced in this research. Another, the providing training and the funding opportunities. Especially the universities and the research institute play a crucial role in training and future social scientists. They offer specializations, course, workshop, and mentorship program to develop the critical thinking and research skills. Additionally, the academic institution provide a research grant and the financial aids to support the studies in various subjects of social science or the field of social sciences. Next, the encouraging public and the open access research. Academic institution promote the dissemination of research funding through the journals, conferences, open access platforms by encouraging the scholar to be public their work, universities to help expand the global knowledge and make research accessible to the policymakers, educators, and the public sector also. They have implemented or encouraged the public and open access research. Another is the developing collaborative with the other disciplines. Now we see the four major faculties in our higher education. There are science and technology, humanities, commerce and management, and interdisciplinary. Nowadays, the need of the development collaborations with the other disciplines. Also, we will be connect to the medicine. Also, we will connect to the engineering also. The interdisciplinary research essential in the solving complex social issues. The National Institute, universities encourage the collaborations between the social sciences And the other fields like the technology, public health, and the environment studies, there are the very useful and very important is memorandum of understanding MOUs is very useful practices in these disciplines. Another is supporting ethical research practices. Academic institutional establish ethical guidance and the review of the boards to ensure that the research involving human subjects in conduct of responsibility. They emphasize the importance of informing or consent data privacy, data fairness, is a research uphold integrity and the protest the participant also the supporting ethics. Research ethics nowadays a new area of the is research. So because of the support to the ethical research and practices, because of the good outcomes and good finding they have useful. The bridging the gap between the research and the policy. The national institutes or universities play an active role in the translating research finding into the real world applications. They engage with the government, NGOs, and the industry leaders to that the research inform, for example, public policy and the social programs. So the bridging gap and between the research is the small but very important part of the research of social sciences. Allocating the research grant for the social sciences. The government play the crucial role in the funding social science research by the providing grant and financial support to universities, independent researcher, the national laboratories, the National Institute, the Development Center. Increased funding allow for the in-depth studies on critical societal issues such as poverty, education, mental health, human right, that research lead the meaningful societal improvement. Also, in Maharashtra, the major issue of the farmer and farmer committed suicide. Also, this issue the connect the social science research. Another is the establishing the research center and think tank. See, for every region or every country need to the think tank for the progress or for the development of the study or area. The governments and policy organizers set up the detected research center and think tank. They are focused analyzing the social, economical, and political challenges. These institution generate the data driven insight that helped shape national and international policies. So they also facilitated collaborations between the researchers, policymakers, and so facility collaborative between the researcher, policymaker, and industry leaders. Another is the implementing evidence based on policy. One of the most important role of the government is ensure that the policy are based on the solid research rather than political agenda or the assumptions by the society. By railing on the empirical data and the scientific finding, Government can create more effective policies in area like the poverty, healthcare, education, economic development, and social justice. Another next point is promote the public awareness and education. Also, that is the one objective and with major objective, the promoting public awareness and the education for the government policy, for the research, for the awareness, for the ethical society. The promoting public awareness and education is must. The government agencies actively support research by the increasing public awareness about the social issues and their solutions through the education campaigns, media partnerships, and the public programs. Government help bridge the gap between the research finding and public understanding. Another is increasing international collaboration. That is the major layer in Marathwada special and Maharashtra. There are the social issues, the local to global, extend beyond the national borders, requiring international cooperations, government collaborations with the global researchers, organizations, universities, national research funding agencies, or the policy institutions to address global challenges such as climate change. The major issue of the society is the migration, human right, and the economic inequality is the major issue nowadays for the national and international studies. Next, the bridging the gap between the researcher and public. Sometimes research and society do not touch. So because of we need the effective social sciences research should not be limited to academic circle. Researcher must actively communicate their findings to the public. They have submit his finding to the administration, finding to district magistrate, ensuring that the knowledge reach the people who can benefit from it. The public engagement fosters trust in the research and encourage society to value data-driven insights. The role of the researcher when they have work with the societal issues. Using media to the communicate research fundings. The media platforms such as the television, newspapers, social media, and the podcast, the play a crucial role making a research funding accessibility. The research can be blogs, articles, infographicals, interviews, also simplify complex topics. The general public understanding they are the significant role is there. Sorry, 1 minute. Using media to communicate the research funding. Media platform, we see the nowadays the internet facility is very useful for this type of search and this type of the finding of the research funding agencies. Another is the encouraging citizens participation in research project. It is actually very critical, but the public engagement in research can be strengthened by the involving citizen in data collection, survey, and social experiments. So the citizen sense and the participatory research the allow communicate and the contribute the first hand experience and the new idea, new issues, the making research more inclusive, accurate, and the relevant to the real world challenges and the real societal challenges also. Hosting public discussion, workshop, and conferences. Actually, this motto is different, but nowadays the concept is very different. The research can be engaged with the communities by the organizing workshop, seminar, public forums. This event provide the platform, the dialogue between the researcher and policymaker and common man, engaging with the face to face the problem. So allow the researcher and the addressing the miscommunication, doubts, clarify interactions, integrate public perspective into their work. They also the connect the researcher, participant, common man, and the layman and the policymakers. Another is the building trust and transparency in research. Public engagement help build trust scientific research by promoting transparency and the accountability. When researchers openly share their methods, findings, and also limitations, it reduces the queries, misinformation, and the misuseful data. So, need is there. The public engagement help build trust in the scientific research by promoting transparency. Another is use of big data and AI for analysis. The advancement in the big data, for example, artificial intelligence, have transformed social sciences research. AI-driven tools help to analyze the data set, identify the patterns, and make the prediction about human behavior, economical patterns, and the socio-economical trends. So useful for or advancement of the big data analysis of the AI in the social science research. The digital survey and online interviews, the need of nowadays the data collection is very critical because of the so many survey instrument we have, but the digital or a traditional, the traditional research method are involving with the digital tools, online survey, virtual focus groups, and video interviews make data collection easier, more cost effective, and accessible to the people. The method allow the researcher to the reach participants from the different regions and backgrounds, more comprehensive understanding and the direct connect to the social issues. This type of data we have collect through the platform, online platforms. Social media as a research tool, we will be choose, no issue. But the social media platform like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram provide valuable insights into the public opinion. Social movement and the cultural trend, research analyze, online discussions, hashtags, and user behavior, understand how people interact, communicate, and respond to the global event in the real time. This data help to the studying everything from people, scientists to the consumer behaviors. So, social media, the major weapon of social activity, they have emerged. Another point is the enhancing collaborative through the digital platforms. Technology enables the researchers worldwide to collaborate more effectively. Cloud-based data sharing, virtual conferences, and digital researches communities allow the research actions, idea, co-author studies, and accessible real-time data information. They totally enhance collaborative through the digital platforms. So another point is that the improving the visualization and the presentation of data, the understanding the huge data, we will be use the visualization of presentation of data. There we will be add the some graphs, bar graphs, pie diagrams or mapping. So many the visualization and presentations methods we have. So we will be implement is there. The modern technology allow the social scientists to present the complex data is visually engaging ways. Tools like data, dashboards, interactive maps also is there, and the AI generated reports make a research findings the more understanding and the impactful. This type of visualization, this type of the presentation so easily and the accessible method of the data percolations. Informed consents before the involving any participants in study. Researcher must obtain their informed consent is very important. This means individuals should fully understand the purpose of the research. Sometimes they have no or I know, but the consent is very important because they means individually should fully understand which type of research we will going on, the potential of risk, how their data will be used, ethical research, practice and ensure that the participation is voluntary and that the individuals have that right to withdraw at any state without the iniquity. Another is the protecting privacy and data security. The researcher and policymaker collect the sensitive personal information, making data security a top priority. Ethical guidelines require that at collected data be analyzed, securely stored, and protected from the unauthorized access. With increasing cyber threat, researcher must incorporate the data-based and the ethical data sharing practices safeguard participation confidently. Avoiding biases in research methodology. The biases can be impact the research findings, leading to the incorrect or misleading. The research must be designed studies are the fair, inclusive, and free from the culture, gender of the ideological biases, using diverse sample groups, transparent methodological, and the peer review help ensure that the research remain objective and credibility is avoiding biases and research methodologies. Ethical treatment of vulnerable populations. This issue, the research resolving children's, elderly individuals, the marginalized communities, or people with disabilities required additional ethical consideration. A researcher must take extra precautions to provide the prevent harms, ensure that the fairness and the respect their right and the dignity of vulnerable groups. So, population data, population study, they have been useful. Transparency and the accountability in research. Nowadays, the focus, every funding agency focus on the transparency and accountability in research. They want the outcomes, outputs, and finding with transparency and accountability. So we will be focused when we start our work on the transparency and accountability. Researchers have a responsibility to conduct studies with the honesty and integrity, but they must disclose funding sources, avoid the conflict of interest, and the report finding truthfuls even the if result do not support their the original hypothesis. Offering research training programs. The investing in research training program enhance the skills and knowledge of aspirational researchers, national funding agencies, universities, research centers, and the government should provide workshop, seminars, and hands-on training program in research methodology, data analysis, and the academic writing, as well as the well-structured training program help researcher produce the high quality, impactful studies and the how to implement the good research papers, how to apply for the IPR, intellectual property right. So this type of uh, information they have been collect in this type of the workshop and seminars. The supporting early career researcher nowadays in the ANRF, also ICSSR, DST, they have the young researchers often face the challenges such as the limited fundings, but nowadays there are so many window open for the young professors, young scientists. But last some days, the lack of mentorship and the difficulty publishing their the work, providing grant, scholarship, and the career development opportunities that the early age career researcher receive the some support, that is the useful. Another is the developing mentorship networks. Mentorship play a crucial role in a guiding researcher through the complexities of academic and professional research. Senior scholars, experienced professionals should actively mentor the students and early age careers researchers, offering advice to research designs, fundings, application, and publication strategies. Because the mentor or mentorship, they have this connectivity for useful, this culture for useful for the research. Encouragement collaborative across the institution. Some funding agency now open this call for the collaborative research. The collaboration between the universities, research centers, and industries enhance the research capability. Joint project, combined project, academic partnership, and share research facility allowed the scholars to work on the larger, more impactful studies. So encouraging the collaborative across the institution, they are the major initiative is the incubation centers. They have funding from the various industries, and they have built the very big collaboration with institutions. Working with global research institutions, collaborations, international, national research centers, think tanks, quality and scope. The social science researchers, so many NGOs, joint project allow the research to the access the diverse perspectives, share the resources, and the tackle complex global issue such as the migration and climate change is the major and very special issues in the social science research. Sharing knowledge across borders. Now need the social scientists, the research benefits from the global exchange of idea. International collaborations facilitate the sharing of the theories, methodological and the best practices between the scholars from the different countries, conferences, digital forms, and the academic networks help researchers stay the informed about new development and groundbreaking studies worldwide. Next is encourage cross-culture studies. The policy and studying the society culture from the global perspective lead to better the understanding of the human being, social structure. Cross-culture research allowed scholar to compare the trend across the different regions, analyze the culture, influence of culture on the decision making, and identify the universal pattern in social and economical development. Improving policy, another is the international cross culture and the impact of globally. All objective is same. Many social issues such as the human right, education, public health, and gender equality require international collaboration. But the meaningful change is very important. By working together, the researcher and policymaker can be developed the solutions to they are adoptable across different the cultural and the political context. Last, the utilizing technology for the international collaborations. Advancement in technology have made the global collaborations easierly than ever before. A researcher can use online platform, virtual conferences, and the cloud-based data sharing, or conduct the joint studies, publish the funding internationally. So they have the utilizing technology and interact the technology on the international collaborations. The government grants and university fundings play the major role in supporting the social scientist through the national research grant. Now in Maharashtra, not a state government grant, only have the national research center grant. There are the ICSR is the major funding agency for the social scientist, the educational fund and the dedicated policy research initiatives. University also provide funding through the internal research grants, the known as the seed money, faculty development program, and student research fellowships. The fund of help researcher conduct the in-depth studies, address the societal issues. But in Maharashtra, every university is the different type of policy. So because of the funding agency, the national level only ICCSR is the major and main funding agency, especially to the social scientist. Private sector and the NGO support also is there. Yes, madam. टाइम हुआ क्या?
नहीं नहीं नहीं
नहीं ना?
नहीं सर नहीं
किसका फोन था? कौन बोल रहा? ओके. The private sector and NGO support is very important for the social scientists. Many corporations and non-government organizations invest in social sciences research to the address the social, economical, and environmental challenges, the agriculture issues, private funding, industries, and partnerships. The organization provide the research funding for the project that align with their social responsibilities. Very few NGOs they have fund to the research delivers. International research fellowships. Also there the global organizations such as the United Nations, but nowadays the totally rule is different. But the World Bank, various international universities offer the research fellowship for the scholars working on social issues. These fellowships provide financial aid, access, world-class research facilities, and the instrumentation, opportunity to collaborate with the international experts. So, international research fellowships very useful for especially Indians and the developing countries researcher for his research. Crowdfunding and the public contribution. With the Rage digital platform, a researcher can be now seek the directly funding from the public through the crowdfunding of the company's platform like the Kickstarters, GeoFund, Petrol of the researcher to the connect with the individuals who support their work. So public contribution is small but very useful. Another is the industry and the policy oriented research grants. Many industry, think tank, and policy institutions fund social scientist research that inform business strategies, public policies, and economical development. Researchers work on the topic like the workforce, trend, consumer behavior, and the policy analysis can be the funding from organization that benefit from data driven insights is very important. Next is the choose the right journal for publication. Very important point is this: the social science, so many journals belong from Q1, Q2, and Q3. So we need the publish your paper in the uh, top journals. The impact factor need the Thomson router, and the rank is the Q1, Q2 journals is very important, because the selected appropriate academic journals is crucial for the reaching the right audience and the ensuring the research impact. But the researcher must consider factors such as the journal, the scope, reputation, impact factor, peer review process, publishing in the high quality peer review journals, enhance the credibility, increase the chances of the influencing academic discussions on the policy decisions. So their need, when you choose for the publication the research paper, the first you priority to the focus journals. They have useful for our career and next your academic journey. Open access platform for the wider reach. Traditional research publication are often the locked behind the paywalls, limited access and privileged view. Open access journals and the repository like Google Scholar and ResearchGate and the institutional arches allow free access to research findings. So this platform also very useful for researcher, presenting the finding and academic conferences. Conferences provide a platform for researcher to showcase their work, receive feedback from audience, peers, and engaging academic discussions, or presenting at national and international conferences. Help scholars define the research, build professionally network, and explore the opportunity for the collaboration and collaborative work and collaborative research. Fourth, utilizing digital and social media for the dissemination, writing policy brief and public report. The research informs real world decision. Scholars should be translate their finding into the accessible format such as the policy brief, execute the summary, and the making their work more impactful and the widely recognition. Another is very important, citation index and the H index. I know you understand this concept, but nowadays the citation, the Scopus citation is very important for your the hike of the academic career. Another is the influence on the policy and governance. Their research impact goes beyond the academic. When it is the influence, the government policies, legal reforms, and the institutional practices, studies, and social sciences upon the same policies related to educated, the poverty, healthcare, and environment issues. Another is public awareness and social change. We need to develop our country, change the society. The access of research can also be measured by its effect of public awareness and societal attitudes. Studies on social justice, atmospherical and environmental sustainability, human mental health, for example, can lead to advise the movement, media, discussion, and the community driven changes is very. Next, the collaborative and interdisciplinary applications. High impact research often lead to interdisciplinary collaboration across the fields such as the geography, sociology, psychology, economics, political, public health. The ability of the study of foster new research participations, inspire the further studies, or be applied the different field, demonstrate it the broader academic and the societal significant. Another point is the practical implementation and industry adoptions. Actually, it is a useful for the science faculty, but some social sciences issue and this finding practically implemented and industry adoptions is the some cases having the some research funding result is the innovative, where is the business strategy, social programs, technical applications. When the research lead to the development of public program, businesses, model, or new framework adopted by industry, business corridors, NGOs, its impact extend beyond the academic into the practical solution for the real world problems and the local problems also. Need for more interdisciplinary research, we see in the last point already. Overcoming the political and ideological influence, strength of the global research, we see this in active student research competition, the hackathons. Scholarships and incentives for the student. Actually, it is the power of research. Providing scholarship, research grants, and financial incentives can motivate the student to pursue career in social science research, especially. The national funding agencies, universities, government institute, also and the private organization should offer the funding opportunities to support young scholars in the conducting, implement research and the contribution, involvement, and the addition of idea to the field. So, because of this, the scholarship and incentives getting the student. Another very important is research competitions and hackathons. Hosting research competitions, hackathons, and academic challenges can inspire students to engage in critical thinking and problem solving. So because of this implementation, this organization useful for a researcher and the early age career professions. This event allow young researchers to showcase the talent, collaborate with the peers with the work on the real world issue, making research more interactive and goal oriented. The guidance from the experimental mentors, strength is extra. Opportunity is a hands-on training experiment, building and supports research and community. Another is the importance of social research, strategy of promoting the research. All point connect, interact the each and everyone. Challenge and future directions. Encourage young researchers. Expanding research impact of the accessibility. Okay, thank you so much. If you have any query or any suggestion, any question, please ask. We have 2 minutes. कोई क्वेश्चन कोई क्यूरी है तो आप पूछ सकते हैं, 2 मिनट है अपने लिए अभी. आई एम ऑडिबल?
Yes,
Sir,
yes.
nice presentation, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. I think time is over.
Yes.
Sir, kindly wait, sir.
Yeah.
Roll number 54, are you there?
Yes, yes, madam.
Thank you,
Kindly
sir.
propose vote of thanks.
Okay. On behalf of Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar and all the participants of the research course on e-governance, e-learning and e-LMS, I take this opportunity to express our heartily felt on our guest, Dr. Madan Suryawanshi sir, for this valuable time and insightful lectures. Sir, your session on LMS, importance of social science research, current trends in social science, challenging in social science, government and policy support, role of technicals in social science research are very useful to all the users in academic or professional. We are thankful to you for sharing your knowledge, experience, and wisdom with us today. Would also like to express my since thanks to our respects course coordinator Dr. Rafe sir, monitor Dr. Sima Dhage madam, and Amol sir, and to all the participants for their active involvement and contribution in making this session a great success. Thank you all once again.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for everyone. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Roll number 55, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
Okay. Ready for next session?
Yes, ma'am.
There will be new guest for next session. Mr. Sinha, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Fine. Has he joined?
Not ma'am. We have to wait for some time.
Okay, sure.
Madam, who is the next resource person?
Sinha, sir.
Srinivas, sir.
Sinha.
Singna, madam.
All the participants, kindly attention. Dr. Binod Sinha sir has joined the session.
Hello, ma'am.
Request roll number 55 to
Yes,
introduce
ma'am.
Dr. Binod Sinha sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We are listening you.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Yes,
Should I
ma'am, you
start
can
now?
start. Yes, you can start, ma'am.
Ma'am, you are not audible.
You can start, ma'am. Now, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. You're audible.
Yes,
You are
sir.
audible.
Good afternoon, everyone.
कॉम्प्युटर एकदम आपल्या यावर
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Good
So
afternoon,
right
everyone.
now I am already entered. Okay. Are you able to see me? Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We are.
Yes, sir.
Should I start?
Yes, ma'am. You can start.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Nusrat Nabi, Assistant Professor in the Department of Urdu, Government Degree College, Ganjabal, Kashmir. I'm supposed to read out the biodata of Dr. Binod Sinha. Dr. Binod Sinha is a professor at Sri Balaji University, Pune, with extensive experience in teaching and research in the field of marketing. He holds a PhD from Berhampur University in 2011 and has previously served as Associate Professor at Raja Ram Bapu Institute of Technology, Sangli, and Raipur Institute of Technology. His areas of expertise include consumer research, social media research, and technology integrated marketing research, with current focus on social media adoption among farmers and innovative bid management practices in the IT sector. Dr. Sinha has published 38 research works, including journal articles, books, and conference papers, and has received several recognitions, such as the Atal FDP Certificate of Appreciation in 2025, SWAYAM B2B Marketing Appreciation in 2024, and Best Research Paper Award at Mimansa 2021. He has guided multiple doctoral theses in social media adoption, bid management, and recruitment process in private airports. Dr. Sinha also holds three granted patent in AI-based finance management, AI integrated sports training, and AI powered marketing content generation. He is a life member of ISTD and currently serves as secretary of the BIMM Research Committee. His academic identity is recognized through ORCID, Scopus, Research ID, and Google Scholar profiles. Sir, I would like to add one thing here. As I'm the student of Urdu literature, so I feel it's my responsibility to quote some poetic verses, if you permits me.
Yeah, ma'am. Go ahead.
आपकी नजर मेरी तरफ से ये शेर सुना है बोले तो लफ्जों से फूल जड़ते हैं सुना है बोले तो लफ्जों से फूल जड़ते हैं ये बात है तो चलो बात करके देखते हैं प्लीज वेलकम डॉक्टर बिनोद सिन्हा इन द सेशन विद अ राउंड ऑफ applause. Sir, over to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. So nice
Thank
of you for the detailed introduction. Okay.
Thank
So
you, sir.
thank you,
Thank you.
participant. And fine, I got the opportunity to meet all of you online. My planning, I have given 3 topics to talk with you. One topic selected by the organizer. The topic is, which is the core of my heart. The topic is teaching plan effectiveness using digital learning intervention. See, this topic really this time carry a lot of weightage while engaging our students in classroom, beyond the classroom, and effectively transform their score while using these all intervention in your teaching pedagogy. Fine, from last 7 years, I am researching on digital learning platform, digital learning course, online course, e-learning course, hybrid teaching methodology, then how you connect the classroom, physical as well as the virtual environment, and create an atmosphere where students engage whatever you are teaching. Okay, fine. So this is entire theme of my presentation. Of course, I'm also, taking you forward how to prepare your teaching plan, a live demonstration, so that all the participants understand it very well, how to go ahead with that. And after the session, you practice for your subject. Might be something you are knowing, might be something you are not knowing. Of course, a full-fledged teaching plan you are able to prepare after 90 minutes. In the same time, I will also try to understand whatever your query, whatever your the question through the chat. You are most welcome to share the query. Just I am saying you what we seen pre-COVID and the post-COVID. Pre-COVID basically talk about the environment of the students in closed room. In the closed room, you are using your textbook, blackboard, then other presentation method. You are talking to the student, and you are also understanding how far your students are learning that particular concept. Now the COVID has changed entire scenario. Of course, in India, COVID is one of the factors which create a digital learning, a most important part of the teaching plan. If you are not able to integrate this intervention in your plan, frankly speaking, you are going to be outdated, because this digital learning from next 25 years, we talk about continuously grow. Recently, I conducted a session in IIM Bangalore where I addressed 125 faculty members across the country and talk about how to make your plan very, very effective. For this particular session, the subject I have taken for live demonstration, that is microeconomics and macroeconomics. Because basically I am from the management side. I know many of the participants from different disciplines. So that's why I taken the subject which is common to you all. Let us start this particular topic in a way, the way students are looking on you. Now just imagine you enter in the classroom and you are talking to the, your students, and you have no such kind of digital intervention. You have not discovered digital intervention so that students are knowing what you are talking in the classroom. What is going to happen? Might be possible you are taking longer time to make the student learn. That's why it is always advisable, if you want to engage your student, your teaching plan should be digital proof. Again, I am using the term, your teaching plan should be digital proof. It should be integrated with the technology. It should be integrated with the latest trend. It should be also integrated with the platform which we today talk about, artificial intelligence, so that a student can access before coming to the class, and your class will be so engaging, interactive. You also enjoy the kind of learning you are sharing with the students, and a student also get benefited from the kind of input you are communicating, you are discussing with the student. And remember, these all intervention connected with the Bloom's taxonomy. And the Bloom's taxonomy is the soul of entire curriculum across the country. So whenever your institution is going for accreditations and other kind of approval from the apex body, it is very much required that your plan must be aligned with the Bloom's taxonomy, and the level of the learning must be there. That is why this particular topic is taken. Now you are very much open. It's not a one-side talk in this class. I expect you are coming forward and sharing whenever I am asking and trying to create the intervention. Okay. So participant, if any of the participant open up what you understand, what your understanding of teaching plan. Can any of the participant tell me what you understand, your understanding on teaching plan? What exactly the teaching plan?
Sir, as far as the teaching plan is concerned, we are going for the courses, and in the course, 4 units are there, suppose. So that 4 units, how we are taking. For suppose first unit, what are the activities we are going to take? For second unit, what are the activities we are going to take? After 3 units, at our place, we are taking the MCQ test, and after completion of the 4 units, we are taking the semester end exam. So the whole plan is there. From what date up to what date we have to complete that unit. Then what activities we are going to take for that unit, and what are the continuous assessment processes we are going to do. Also
May I
for
speak,
practicals, we are doing the same thing.
sir? May
Okay,
I'm
just, sir.
Sir Dr.
Uh,
Mohanty this side.
sir, just a minute. So, can I get a name? Your name? Who told me?
Dr. Mohanty.
Dr. Mohanty.
Yes, sir.
So my
Hello.
name is Dr. Taide.
Subhranshu Mohanty.
Okay, Dr. Tade, Kundan Tade, isn't
Yes,
it?
yes, sir.
So Dr. Kundan, what you talk about, absolutely right. Okay. So I'm not going to take the another response because time is limited. I will give opportunity to other participant when I ask another question. So as you rightly said, the teaching plan, the plan which consists of your pedagogy, which consists of your assessment, which consists of the examinations, which consist of your topic, subtopic, broader topic, and how you are conducting. Remember, most of us are using this teaching plan, but we are never thought of why this particular topic and how your student will get engaged with this particular topic. If you are thinking you are going to deliver in this way, it is one way, motion, it is one-way path. You have to ask one question, why discovering how you deliver, whether you have discovered why you deliver, why you have used it. If you have not questioned yourself, then certainly your students will be 30% engaged in your class. That is very much true. And you are 100% engaged in your class. Remember, here you are facilitator. In the digital era, the teacher's role is not, teaching the subject. Your role is facilitating the learning. And when the student asks this question, am I learning? If they are not able to ask this question from oneself, ultimately your entire effort go in vain. That's why it is always recommended, while preparing how, you ask why. You ask what. Okay, fine. You also ask where, means what platform, which topic you have to share with the student. I'm just telling you, in your subject, some of the topic is available on the virtual platform. And if you are taking same topic in the classroom, might be possible you are not effective. Because today genre are having acquainted with what is available. Fine. Instead of using by yourself, if you can use that particular virtual, resources and share to the student, certainly the next topic connected to this topic you are conducting in the class, you find the students are engaging. So this kind of change is very much required. Now coming to the faculty and the teacher are totally unaware about the digital way, digital intervention. They are thinking digital intervention is the online course. So my dear participant, digital intervention is not the online course we are talking about. Digital intervention is an intervention which you create to make your participant engage in that. That could be the online learning, that could be the video, that could be the image, that could be the augmented reality, virtual reality, that could be your AI, that could be you navigate through the website, that could be your mobile app, that could be anything with support. That could be your panel in the classroom. You are, running your class. You are using the panel, connecting at the same time where the resource person or the, you are showing the video. One side you are taking the physical class, another side you are showing the video. And frankly speaking, you are integrating the learning. This is what it is required today. It's not required you are asking the question. It is required how you are using the flag software to reach out to the classroom and say that whatever the assignment you have submitted, this assignment not it is original. This is kind of thing you have taken from the resources. So simultaneously you can connect. How good you are in connecting your library resource in the classroom. We are not talking about your student having the time to go to the library and sit for 4 hours, 5 hours, the days have gone. So what you are doing, you are taking the library in the classroom. How you take the library? You have LMS system, learning management system. Hello? Hello?
Yes, you can proceed,
So-
sir. You can proceed.
Hello,
You
continue.
can proceed, sir.
Some
You can
issues
proceed.
was there.
Huh?
You can proceed, sir. Someone
Okay,
has
okay.
turned on their mic.
Some noise was there. Fine. So you you take your entire library resources to the classroom and connect it. So you should be empowered. You should be powered to use it. You are getting the training. You are skilled to use it. Then only it is possible. Now I am quoting one example, the live example. I conducted one experiment in my subject in 2024. Okay. In one of the classroom, I conducted entire session physically, no video, no website, no research paper, no education software, no library resources, no AI tool, nothing is used over there. Then in the second class, I have used entire textbook, everything in a physical form. The blackboard, the class, the everything in the physical form. Okay, after 6 months, once I gone through the 60 student, the score and 60 student here, the class 2 score, I find it drastically different. Why it is drastically different? Because I talk to the student. I organize focus group interview. The teacher has to do it to make your digital learning very, very effective. I conducted focus group interview and I asked them question. The same subject, the same syllabus I taught you, the same subject I taught in this classroom, this class having very good score, average score more than 75%. Your class average score is more than 55%. There is a variation of 20%. Why there is a variation of 20%? The focus group participant, that is the student, said that, sir, we have not gone through the real-time experiential learning. Okay. So this class went through the real-time experiential learning, practical learning. And their assessment, sir, you said that you can use the AI tool for their assessment. They have used the AI tool, but certainly you have changed the module of evaluation. You ask for the presentation. Understand, this class is saying that we are continuously empowering with the new tool and continuously learning it, presenting it. In this class, the outdated way we created the assignment, and we have not gone through the practical exposure. Okay, now what kind of the practical exposure? I create the intervention. One by one, I am saying to you. In the first module, I have used the video. Okay, what I did, I shared the video, connecting with the topic. Okay, it's not the connecting with the topic, introduction to microeconomics. My video is the introduction to the microeconomics. No. It's a kind of, suppose I am teaching the introduction to microeconomics and I'm sharing the video of indigo damage, indigo problem. Certainly students are able to connect it, both of this. Okay, then he tried to understand how a firm create economic profit, accounting profit, then marginal cost, incremental cost, opportunity cost. These entire concept in one go, they are going to learn. Okay, in unit 2, what I did, I created a simulation. Okay, creating a simulation is not a big task. Okay, you as a teacher, we can also create a simulation, not the simulation platform, but certainly you can use it, whatever the platform you have. What you have to do it, you have to upload the case, you have to check whatever the metrics, you fill in the blank that particular metrics, you ask a student to fill up that matrix after conducting the class. In this way, they are conducted. They are used to understand the problem. And once they understand the problem, they understand the alternative solution for the problem. Then in module 3, what I did, I have taken one case, live video case, and just presented to the class. Okay, connect with the entire topic. I never discussed that particular topic in the classroom. Remember, I have used the flipped classroom methodology. So entire lecture material share, PPT share to the student, go through. In the class, go through this video case and try to find out what exactly the concept you went through in the home, connect with this. Understand it. It's not your student enjoy such kind of the learning. I think being a teacher, you also crack the monotonous way of the learning. That is, it is very, very important for the teacher to code it. I have to make them understand in unit 5, I have to make them understand the market structure. So what I did, I have shown them vegetable market in the website. Okay. And I said that try to identify which kind of the market this. And if this kind of the market, just try to copy it. You are going to the market and this market, connect this to market and come out with that. What exactly the characteristics of the market? I never try to taught this particular characteristics of the market in the classroom. Okay, they are able to decode it. Fine. So intervention, once you are using the intervention, it's not a one type of intervention. You can create. Sometime in some of the subject, you can also share the interview of the, stakeholder. Right, I am conducting a classroom where I'm talking about gross domestic product. So I think Reserve Bank of India governor, there is a interview. There is an interview of finance minister. I can connect in the panel and so on. That interview, that also connected well. That is very much required to do it. How it is effective, how you can measure it, that is one important aspect. And how you prepare it, that is the another aspect. Okay. So being a teacher, you have to research, you have to spend lot of time to find out the resources. Most of the resources are scattered. But being a teacher, you have to identify which resource is credible resource, which resource is trustworthy resource. That resource you have to connect with the module. Okay, then only it is possible your digital learning way is going to happen in the way you want. Now, the most important part of this particular digital learning intervention done by the government of India, creating the SWAM course. Being a teacher, you have to create your course in a digital platform. Possibly, it's not first time on the SWAM platform. You can try your 1 or 2 video. You create the video, you share to the student. Fine. And ask the student go through the video. Okay. In this way, also a student can learn the entire concept. And whenever they are coming to the class, they are well prepared. The 60-minute class or 75-minute class will drastically change in their learning. At the end of the class, at the end of the intervention, you must try to create an assessment. What kind of assessment? You just try creating high order thinking question. What is high order thinking question which is not in the book? As a teacher, we have to create, we have to research on this. That what could be the high order thinking question? Okay, fine. So in this way, you have to make your class very, very effective. And this is what it is required in today's era. Everything is available. Fine. Now, one practice I have seen from last 1 year, if you are on the LinkedIn, many of the students share the learning. This is also digital intervention learning module. Okay. Why they share the learning? Because they try to understand this digital platform, and the learning once created from the soul of their heart, they understood the things, they try to create a post. Fine. And you know very well, that is the one of the personality today. Every corporate look for that. Okay. So in a nutshell, if I talk about this digital learning intervention, this digital learning intervention is the scientific way of preparing your teaching plan. Wherever you are sharing anything, any video, ask one question. First thing, what learning from this video which is connected with the concept? Why this particular resource is the best resource for this particular concept? If a student use this resource, can I ensure as a teacher they will learn something? If they will learn something, can this resource create how to apply the concept in real life example, real corporate example, real social example? Okay. This question we have to, always ask. And once you have the answer of this question, might be possible, this force you motivated to change your resources, or you motivated to upgrade your resources, or you think that this resources is not good, let us go off searching the another resources which will be answering this entire thing. And I ensure myself when my students will come in the class, they are prepared with that particular topic. Fine. Now, the another aspect of this particular intervention, which is very, very important, the entire participant, the post-session intervention is very important. If you do not have any plan in your teaching, the post-session intervention, I think your entire plan is ineffective at the end of the day. So based on the pre-session digital intervention, during the session, your intervention, during the session, hybrid digital intervention, during the session, the blended intervention, and after the session, the post-session assessment intervention is very, very important. Okay. Sometime it happen. If you tell your student, let us prepare a practical assignment on this particular topic, consider the latest economic condition. Your during session, you are effective, your students are engaged, you don't have to do. A student can create own assignment. Okay. Fine. Once a student create own assignment, let us give the solution what AI is giving the solution to the student. Okay. Your duty and responsibility is giving solution what the AI is giving solution. Let us show the student this is the solution AI is giving. Fine. So once you are showing the solution, tell the student your mark will be not based on whatever solution you are coming. Your mark will be based on, you take the AI solution, Supplement the AI solution in your intelligence is very much required to present the solution in the next class. If this will connect from day one, I think you don't have to worry about that. Your class performance will be better. Your class performance will be exceptional. Now, for entire participant, just I am telling you, you all are using the digital learning intervention where there is a flaw. Because today traditional way of conducting the class is outdated. I think most of you are not using it where there is a problem. The problem is only one. We are not answering the 5W1H before sharing any intervention to the student. We are only answering the one thing, how I am sharing to the student. Rest of the question is unanswered. Most of you practice it in. Okay. So if it is unanswered, your 100% result will not come. Maybe possible 10% result will come, but 100% result will not come. Now, what other ultra tech digital way of presenting? Suppose you are conducting the class, okay, and you have to conduct the quiz. Let us use the Mentimeter, okay. This will connect the student more. Or if your university having own LMS, own ERP, through ERP, you can use the classroom intervention. Instead of talking them, let us, student having the mobile phone, he or she can use the mobile phone and answer your question, and systematically you are getting the result where the students are right or wrong. A student will be also getting happy because they are learning it. Most of the time they are using after, completing the degree, these all intervention in the corporate. And that is the reason behind it. You have to be very careful. Now, second most important thing, most of the teacher do. As a teacher, what we do, we plan for 1 hour and 1 hour 30 minutes. But we never plan that is how the 75 minutes we are discussing, we are investing in the class. It is also expected for the teacher to make a plan of 75 minutes or 60 minutes. This is known as the detailing teaching plan, where you are writing for every class you are writing. First 10 minutes, what you are doing. Next 20 minutes, what you are doing. Next 30 minutes, what you are doing. If you explain it by your own self, you are also understanding which minute the digital intervention is required, which minute your intervention is required, which minute the system, which is the advanced system, which is required to present, which minute library resources to be presented in the classroom, which minute your video case is required. Okay, fine. These all things are very, very important. Okay, how you make this 60 minute or 75 minute, you have to divide every 10 minute or 20 minute how you are spending in the classroom. This is the way you can create your effectiveness of your plan. Fine. And how you judge it? Very simple. The result of comprehensive continuous evaluation, midterm examination, interim examination, this is what the result that tells you whether your plan is effective or your plan is not effective. Okay. Fine. So entire participant, these things you have to use it in the classroom to make your plan very, very effective. It's not necessary use in unit 5 or module 5 a video. It's not necessary. Maybe possible you can use the research paper which is got published in Q1 or which is got Web of Science Index journal. You can present that particular research in unit 5. That is, or you can share this research or link share to the student, go through this particular research and create your own model. That is also absolutely fine, connecting the student from level 0 or level 1 to level 6, where level 1 is talking about remembering, recalling, and level 6 is talking about creating, demonstrating. And remember, the teacher duty and responsibility is how the student is going to demonstrate, how the student is going to create, and how the student is creating miraculous difference his or her life after completing the degree or certificate. This is what it is very much required today. Okay, fine. So this is from my side. In fact, I have PowerPoint presentation. I am not showing you this PowerPoint presentation right now, but I am very much open. It is 5:26. I am very much open for 10-minute, 15-minute question answer session. Dear participant, all 55 participants, why I am telling to you? Because I am having deep research. In fact, I conducted recently one research how the video scripting is empowering students to connect with the subject, to connect with the module. And this got published in the Springer and right now index in Scopus. So we did it. We continuously went to the classroom, we went to the student and asked them, okay, fine. Again, I am telling you, the time span which is engaging the student from morning to evening, it is in the decreasing order. Okay, it's not increasing. Whatever the time is spent, their utility, their understanding, their consuming the concept is very high in the morning. In the evening, it is very low. Imagine your first class is happening in the evening or in the week, 2 class happening post lunch. What do you do it? You are not getting same kind of participant. How you use it? You are scientist for that. You are not teacher. The teacher always write and click about the notes. No, you are scientist. Your student right now, what particular condition going through? Fine. They are consuming the 6-hour lecture, 7 hour you are reaching. You are very much excited. Students are not excited. What do you do? There is a crash. Okay. And you are continuously delivering the best, but the best is only possible if the student is consuming the best. Okay. You are the best. It's not necessary. It's not any meaning. How the student will consume the best. Okay, fine. So my suggestion to entire participant is spend some time, create a research question for any resources you are sharing to the classroom. Try to answer it. If you are the student going through these particular resources, what will be the answer? If you create this, certainly your session will be very, very effective. And also the timing of the session. Okay, 9 o'clock session, 6 o'clock session. Okay, not the same. Might be possible 9 o'clock you are very, very fresh. Okay, so bombarding with the PPT, you are having no problem. Understand, I'm connecting with 6 o'clock. If I'm bombarding with PPT, might be possible. The span you know, the connect, I missed out. Okay. So there is no bombarding here, PPT. What the research conducted by me, I shared you. Understand, you don't get worried about 5 out of 5 feedback. Remember, okay? Getting the feedback is very, very easy task. Making the student to learn for the long term, it's a very, very difficult task. How you transform it today, the tomorrow result will come. As a teacher, you have to contribute to the national, national entity. Or we can say you have to contribute with your teaching so that a student can get empowered to create a livelihood for next 50 years. Whatever subject you are teaching, it is hardly any matter. Fine. So that is what it is required. Today, teacher is not the teacher. As I say, you are motivator, you are facilitator, you are facilitating the learning, you are not providing food as a learning and students are eating that food. Okay, nowhere. You are providing the raw material and then students are creating the food. Once they create the food, how much they enjoy, आप घर में किसी दिन भी खाना बना लो तो आप enjoy करोगे उस खाने को खाने के लिए. Isn't it? This is what the intervention we are talking about. Now, the forum is open for question answer. You can ask any question. Fine. I develop a course. The course not having certificate. Remember, I'm telling you the story. My course not having the certificate, it is 12-week course. I took 1.5 years spending 17 to 18 hours every day beyond my college hour. And 1.5 years the course is created. The course first came on the same SWAM platform in 2024. It started idea in 2022. It got approval in 2023. The actual course launched in 2024. The course not having the certificate, nobody spent 12 hours for the certificate. But what I did really, it's a really, I'm telling you just live story, what I did. I created vibrant discussion forum. Suppose you all join my course. I created vibrant discussion forum. And every day night, 1 hour I spend going through the question, what kind of the question you are asking. And once Kundan is writing question to me, I am not writing only to Kundan, I am writing to 10,000 participants. That create a miraculous difference in their learning. And they never thought of this course is non-credit course and this non-credit course not having the certificate. They enjoy learning, they continue to enjoy learning. And if you are on the LinkedIn post, continuously we receive the feedback. And I am very much open. I am not 100% perfect, but your feedback, whatever you are giving me, that feedback is creating to design my methodology for next rerun. So that is the magic created. So once this magic created, the people sitting in the IIM Bangalore, they were amazed. They were thinking the course not having the certificate. So they called me. Dr. Sinha, come here. Talk about how you create this miraculous difference. So understand, my only one point is the learner aspect is very, very important. When the learners say anything, don't try to avoid it. Okay? And once I quote anything on the discussion forum, I have given the reference, credible reference. Remember, if there is any point of time conflict, I have given credible reference. And that reference works so well. Sometime I inspire my learner to create the question, okay, on that particular platform. I have used this SWAM platform, digital platform, in such a way, this create this particular course, a course of everybody, those who want to success in the marketing. And that is why I am able to share what I practice, I am sharing to you. I am not share which is the virtual hypothetical. I practice it. I am sharing to you. I continuously conduct focus group interview. I think you also conduct the focus group interview. This will help you a lot, because once you conduct the focus group interview, you can understand what improvement it is required. Because students are, straight away rejecting if your material is not good, if your intervention is not good. So that's why your plan is very, very digital proof today. Okay. It's not I'm talking about the textbook proof, it is digital proof. So you must be aligned with the technology, because technology create engagement. The people having the mobile phone every time, they spend continuously more than, whatever hour we are talking about today, if you go through the analysis. So that is easily accessible, material are easily accessible. So create, generate, nurture it. Do not think you have taken, you have included and shared to the student. Nurture it as a mother of that particular digital resources, digital intervention. Then only the magic will be created. As I said, that the first thing, the performance, the score, which tells you whether effective or not effective. The second most important thing, whenever students is raising question in the classroom, understand your resources are effective. Whenever students are asking the question, understand your resources are effective. Because once they are going through, only they are asking you. Once you are forcing the student to ask some question, fine. That time you also have to again go through whatever interventions, digital intervention you are share to the student, you have to modify it. Otherwise, it is not going to work. Okay, fine. So, any question you can ask. Now, forum is open. Participant.
सर जी नमस्ते.
Namaste,
Sir
sir.
ji namaste. Namaste sir. Your lecture is very important, useful or simple, simplicity.
Yes, sir.
Teaching, learning and evaluation without
PPT.
LMS. Directly physically. I'm interested and I'm hope to the build society is a knowledgeable society और सुजान समाज निर्माण के लिए आपका ये व्याख्यान बहुत इंटरेस्टेड और इफेक्टिव लगा मुझे, इसलिए मैंने आपको कमेंट दिया. और सर आपके ये गाइडलाइन के लिए मैं आपका मनपूर्वक धन्यवाद और थैंक्स अदा करता हूं.
Sir, just I'm thanking you.
Thanks,
I
sir.
plan PPT so well.
Yes,
you know.
yes.
But I thought I am meeting you at 6 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
Why I share PPT to you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So as a teacher, as a facilitator,
Yes, yes.
This has given me answer. Binod Sinha, if you are in that case,
Yes, sir.
if you are sharing the PPT, what is going to happen?
Yes.
Possibly you disconnect because you are running the PPT, reading the PPT.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fine. And that's why PPT is not used.
Yes.
Okay. So what I shared,
Yes.
just like I wanted to share the simulation, how simulation can be done.
Yes.
But this time it is not possible. Next time you call me, I will share for a whole day how you create the video, how you create the simulation, whole day from 9 o'clock to 6 o'clock. That connect well.
Yes.
Okay. I shared the only thing by which you can make your plan effective. Okay. Fine.
Okay, sir.
So thank you so much.
Thank you,
The
sir.
PPT I am not shared.
I'm proud of you, sir. I'm proud of you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
So nice of you.
Okay.
Sir, will you please little bit elaborate on that EPR?
Which one?
EPR, and this teaching learning management.
So, see, teaching learning carry more than 40% in your accreditation. Fine. I'm starting with what exactly it includes. The first and the foremost thing, your syllabus. So, how you create your syllabus? Number one, your syllabus must have the prerequisite. Your syllabus must have the course outcome. Your syllabus must have the topic, unit. At the end of the syllabus, you must write the textbook, reference book. Additionally, you write the online learning intervention. It means connecting to your subject, which particular course is rightly mapped with your subject. And you are sharing to the student. The second most important thing, again, the journal and the article, because today's era is the research era. So the journal and the article is the second one. Most of the journal are online today. I think barring a few journal, you are going through hard copy. Fine. So you give the journal name, you share the link. If the journal having relevant research article published, and if you want to share with your syllabus, you can share the link or DOI of the article. Then every institution having right now, whether it is a arts, whether it is a science, whether it is a engineering, every institution having the case intervention or practical intervention. Okay, so if it is a case intervention, which case you are taking? As I said rightly, your syllabus first thing will be full proof digital. Okay, what case you are taking? Why you are taking? Which unit you are taking? You must give along with the references. Fine. This is the another thing you have to share to your student. Now, as I rightly say, today era is the simulation era. If you are not doing simulation, suppose economics you are teaching economics without simulation, I think your teaching is incomplete. Because students are not knowing how to create the alternative, how to create the cost, how to create the economic profit, what exactly the demand. So once you create the simulation, and how you create the simulation, you prepare your case, okay? Work on the case. You collect the data for that particular case. Understand, you create the question based on the case. And then you create the format, what format you have to use to get the answer from the student. Fine. If your institution having the simulation like market force simulation, CSM simulation, the another organization, many organization having the simulation, if your institution having no issue, that simulation website itself is creating the case, and they have the decision making arena where the student has to put the decision, and they have the score, ROI, profit, and everything. Okay, so either the organized way or you create by your own self. Again, I'm telling you, for teacher, it's a very, very difficult task because we live in monotonous life. We create our life monotonous because we think that going through the content, going through the subtopic, it's enough. No, you have to create if it is not there, and then share to the student. This is the first thing. The second most important thing, what kind of integrated communication tool you are using in your pedagogy. Fine. If it is a YouTube, you must be aware about the source, YouTube link. If you are sharing Instagram, you are sharing LinkedIn, you are sharing the website, how it is connected. Like if you are teaching macroeconomics, you must have, the student must know the website of Reserve Bank of India. Try to navigate this particular, this particular website. Try to navigate the website of Central Statistical Organization, where the GDP calculation is there. Okay, so these all things are very much required. This also tells you the industry classification, which is available on the Ministry of Statistical, Statistical and Programming, Government of India, MOSP. Fine. So student must know how to navigate this entire thing. That is very, very important aspect while preparing it. Now, again, after syllabus, based on the syllabus, you create your session plan. So session plan component is session number 1, detailed topic, subtopic. Then you have session objective. Then again, you have pre-read. As I discussed during the discussion, the pre-read is very, very important. Means pre-class, how the digital resources connect with the student. So pre-read is important. In pre-read, don't try to share your PPT. Don't try to share your material. Scan it and share material. Don't try to do it. Let us be the material should be either research article or the video or the interview or the paper clipping, whatever it may be, but it should be duly researched. Then teaching pedagogy. What active learning you are using in the classroom, whether it is a lecture, simple lecture, or it is a group discussion, or it is a case presentation, or it is a numerical quantitative aspect over there. So entire thing session wise must be mentioned. Then again, the post session assessment is very, very important. Why I am saying you assessment? Because your student disconnect. They are not going to remember. You are not giving 2 marks, but at least you appreciate in the classroom. So post-assessment is important. As I rightly said, you can use Moodle, you can use Mentimeter, you can use your own LMS, whatever it may be, but the quiz or the question answer must be there. Okay, so that the student can access it, practice it. Fine. Then you have to, if there is any kind of things which is practically available with your topic, write in the post assessment, go through and write an article on this, present this article in the classroom. Then what you have to do it, then you have to also understand your session objective and your course outcome, how it is linked, whether it is a strong linkage or whether it is a moderate linkage. Because at the end of the day, as a teacher, you have to, submit the attainment for your class. So it is very, very important. The full pro plan should be there. You follow the plan. Time to time, you improve the plan. You modify the plan. But once you modify the plan, you communicate to the student that yes, you have modified the plan. Now, the another important aspect, how the learning will be, learning will be assessed and evaluated. Okay. So the one which exam department is doing, the another thing, you can organize extempore, you can organize storytelling, you can organize role play, you can organize a participative leadership learning module. Okay. So it totally depends upon how good your course, how good that particular topic demand. Fine. And then only entire thing will be effective. Keep record of everything. Now, one very good example giving to you. In the class, you can create an example. You can create, there are two type of people in the class. One who is responding well, another who is not responding well. Okay, so create two group. One is the puncher group in the class, another is the punch group in the class. Okay, so puncher group. Now your task is, there are 30 students who are in the puncher group. Slowly and slowly, how this 30 student transform into the another group. Okay, this is going to help you. Fine. The name you can take any name, that is up to you. But for example, I am giving you, name must be catchy so that a student also connect with the name. Okay. I never said my group is Ambani group, my group is Adani group. Never said in the class. I use the term which connect the student every time. Okay, fine. And create the differentiation. That is what it is required. Fine, I think I have answered your questions.
Yes, sir. Thanks a lot, sir. That online resources we are never adding in our syllabus. We are
So
sticking
you
about to
add it
books
any
only.
point of time.
Yeah.
As I said, your coordinator, I think I'm continuously in the class. I am research guide. Many things I am doing, many project I am doing. So continuously in the class, ma'am called me physically. I was in the class. I could not able to reply before 6 o'clock. Fine, I requested ma'am. I want to meet the participant. I meet the participant. Because once I am knowing, I try to disseminate to entire world. Okay. That helped me a lot. Fine. So as a teacher, my responsibility is not only empowering the student, my responsibility is empowering the teaching fraternity also. How they are going to get benefited from my session. And which is very, very important in this day. Okay.
We are really enlightened, sir. Thanks a lot.
So participant, now 80 minutes gone. Now you understand. 6 o'clock evening, it's a practical. I am sharing you experiential learning. 6 o'clock evening, you are going to the class, you are creating the class more engaged, effective. That is what your strength is. Okay. Okay, thank you. Very informative session. Thank
Sir,
you, sir.
kindly wait, sir. I request roll number 55 to propose vote of thanks.
Okay, ma'am, sure. I feel honored and privileged to propose the vote of thanks to Dr. Binod Sinha, whose presence and guidance have enriched today's program. Sir, your insightful remarks, scholarly perspective, and inspiring leadership have added immense value to this event. Your commitment to academic excellence, your remarkable contribution in the fields of consumer research and technology integrated marketing, and your dedication to fostering research culture continue to motivate students, scholars, and faculty alike. On behalf of the organizing committee, all participants, and the institution, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to you for taking the time to join us and for sharing your profound knowledge. Thank you, sir, once again for gracing the occasion with your presence and making the program truly meaningful. I also take opportunity to thank the organizing committee, technical committee, and all the participants for making this session a success. Thanks.
Thank you,
Thank you
ma'am.
all.
Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much.
sir.
Thank you.
Nice
Thank
interacting,
you, sir.
all of
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you,
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. It was very